Good morning. As we woke up on day 2 to brisk, cool temperatures, we started unpacking our tent and breaking the annex down. We slept pretty well, although we were hit with a large gust of wind overnight, which blew our annex apart, allowing our dogs to get outside of the annex after the floor snaps ripped open. Fortunately, we always leave them on their lead so they can't just wander off if that happens. After a 10-minute repair, we got back to sleep. Sleeping was far from great as the wind kept us up most of the night and the cool temperatures didn't allow for comfortable sleeping. The annex had lots of holes around the floor, allowing for the cool air to overtake the diesel heater. We put the diesel heater in the annex with the dogs as they needed to be warmer than we did, where we had the heated blanket and sleeping bags. They slept just fine throughout the night. Breaking down camp became a huge challenge after we discovered that the floor melted to the ice. As you can see us trying to pull the indoor-outdoor carpet, literally fused to the ice from the moisture and heat of the diesel heater and the dogs. This took us most of the morning to tear out of the ground and pack up. This would be the last time we used the floor during winter camping without a plastic tarp underneath it. Our OVS Bushveld tent is pretty amazing. Our biggest flaw with the tent is the annex. Poorly designed, very thin sides, and no floor don't allow for year-round camping. Our second issue of the morning, we bought a new mic for my camera, which works great when you remember to turn the switch on to the camera setting. It runs on an auxiliary battery, so I try to shut it off every time I'm not using it. With this being a new feature to my camera, most of today I forgot to turn the camera on and have no volume for all of the trip. Shortly after getting the annex out of the ground and we packed up, we headed east to western Maine in hopes to be able to find a connecting route through the Rangeley area to our next camping spot, which proved to be extremely challenging as most of the snowmobile trails had shut down the roads we typically drive. This changes yearly, so it's always a first come first serve or find out the hard way kind of situation.
The camper box itself? Yeah. 420. That's not bad. No.
They were gonna get a table for 16.
Alright. We are in Rangeley, heading to Sarge's for lunch. Before we go find camp, we found a little private parking. It's public parking. We're all together. Let's walk over to Sarge's for lunch. What's up, guys? We just got done eating lunch. We ended up stopping at Tony and Megan's condo. We couldn't get lunch at Sarge's because it was too busy. So we are out later than we expected, but that's all right. We're hunting for a campsite now, and we had some intel from one of the wardens that we could camp out up the road here at an abandoned airstrip. So we're gonna go check it out, see if it's a viable option. If not, we're gonna go check out a spot to boondock. And if not, then we're probably gonna camp at the condo for the night because we can. And it's supposed to be like -10 with the wind chill, which is fine for most of us, but we're not gonna risk anything with the kids just to go and camp in cold weather. So we're pulling up to, I believe, the place now. So let's go take a look. I'm gonna drive to where I saw that little like turnaround area, and then we can go from there. Poke around.
After several failed attempts at finding camp during the afternoon, we headed back towards our original camping spot in New Hampshire. While en route to that site, Travis was able to find us a campground a little bit closer and a little bit closer to home that was open year-round. This made for a great spot for us to camp, minus the cold temperatures and high winds. We were exposed on an open face on top of a knoll. The facilities were nice, the campground owners were amazing, but it just led for a much colder night than we expected. Not able to use our annex, we had to improvise and use our truck, the Jeep, to get into the tent with our dogs. We definitely became cozy that night.
Alright, here we go. Getting a 105-pound moose into the tent because it is negative 3 degrees out with the wind chill right now. And it's only 8:30 at night. Sorry if it's shaking. Have the boys hold that open.
That's alright.
Or are they in the way?
No, they're all curled up. Okay, Bo, come here.
Come on, moose. Who's a good girl? We're going to night.
This wasn't the thing you say you lay down. You stand up and help Daddy. Come on.
Come on, Bill. Let's go.
Just stand up, dog.
Oh,
What just turned off?
your lights.
Oh.
So I can find my cell phone.
Okay. One.
That's all with old dogs.
That's a heavy one.
You want to pass this up to him? This is, I think his game's in there. Alright, I'm gonna pause it and we'll go get the other one. Kiara, come. Kiara, come. No, Kiara, come.
Our husky just took off like she's 2 years old. She hasn't run this fast in, I don't know, at least 3 years. I haven't seen her run that fast in 3 years.
Oh, fucking asshole.
You might as well just throw her in here.
Fucking dog.
She's like, peace out, Mom. I've had enough of this.
Yeah. Don't tell me she can't run.
I'm gonna need the flashlight to light on this now. Is her sock on?
Yeah. It is.
No. Okay.
Trust me.
Alright, you ready, girl?
Nope, she's pissed.
Oh god. Yep, yeah, she's not happy.
Guys, open the thing for Andrew.
There she is. Hold on.
She's so mad.
What happened?
She ran off.
I can't run, I'm fat. Now I'm all out of breath.
There you go.
Are we done with the shenanigans?
Yeah, we can get in ourselves now.
What's up, guys? We are in the tent. It is 8:45. It's cold, single digits out. It is windy, gusty. Gusts up to like 23, 24.
23 miles per hour. Current gusts are 9.
And it's currently negative, feels like -3, single digits. So we are in the tent. We got the diesel heater behind Carol cranking away. We're sitting on the heated blanket. We have some guests with us tonight. We got a polar bear and we got the husky. Bella, how do you feel about tonight? Yeah. She's not happy.
She's not as unhappy as the other one.
Kiara's really not happy.
Where is she? Oh, there she is.
Hey Husky, how do you feel about being in here? Did you run off like a little schoolgirl? Because you took off like I haven't seen you run in 3 years.
I had to run. I can't run. I'm fat. I can't
How do you
breathe.
feel? So they're in here tonight. So we've got 4 people and 2 dogs, one over 100 pounds, one over 65 pounds, in a 4-person tent. There's 0 space to sleep, but we're gonna make it work because we'd rather have our dogs warm and us cold. So we're going to put a movie on the laptop. The boys are all tucked in. How you guys doing?
Good.
Did you guys have fun today?
Yes. Yeah.
Not quite as exciting as we hoped with the road closures, but a lot
It was an adventure.
driving.
I miss Dave.
I know. Dave's a hoot.
Yeah, Sarge's was so busy it was going to be over an hour, 2-hour wait for us.
Yeah.
For,
And it was an hour for just 4 people. We had 16 people in our group.
and we had 16, so couldn't go to Sarge's, but Tony and Megan came in clutch. They opened up their condo for us. We were able to make our meals in some warmth. We had a nice lunch. Then we went looking for some campsites. Couldn't find any. Headed back to Barnes Field.
Thank goodness for Travis and Andrea.
Travis and Andrea and
Yeah.
Megan and Tony all came in super clutch with finding additional camping areas. We found a campground which is open year round, which is where we are today.
I can't thank them enough though, because I'm usually your co-pilot and I had to drive my own rig this weekend, so it wasn't like I could do a lot with helping to find
It was
locations. and
very
stuff.
hard finding alternates, and all of my 50 campsites were basically closed or inaccessible. So we're at a campground, which is fine, but it is the coldest camping we've ever done with the wind chill.
With the wind chill, yeah.
So that's exciting, and we had a good time.
Yeah, exciting. It's an adventure.
It is.
I'll call it an adventure. I don't know about exciting.
We'll be ready to go home tomorrow. Tomorrow we're gonna wake up when we wake up, and then head to
We're gonna
Breakfast,
do some research for some really great breakfast,
and then we're gonna head home tomorrow. So, laid back day, good day, and cheers to a long day.
I haven't killed you yet.
Not yet.
Who got stuck today, Kason?
Andrew. Certified what?
Grocery getter.
What is that, sir?
Certified grocery getter.
Yeah, I got stuck today. I had to get pulled out because
Him and his ditches. Soft shoulders are still ditches.
we were being nice and not riding down ATV snowmobile trails. We thought it was a road, came up to it, clearly a snowmobile trail. We talked to some snowmobilers. They were super cool. They said it was technically an open shared trail, but you could tell no truck has been down that since snowfall, and we're not about ruining a snowmobiler's day with our tire tracks. So we turned around. They haven't had a great season for snowmobiling. I'm not about driving down a snowmobile trail. Even if it's a shared trail, I try not to. I prefer to turn around and go another way. So it was a 15 mile, 30 mile total loop. Oops. But it was worth not screwing up their trail and letting them have a better season. It's just time out of our day to get where we needed to be, which was here, I guess. We went down a couple trails that were dead ends. We talked to a game warden that told us that the trail we were on just dead ended into a snowmobile trail. Super nice of him to tell us that, because it saved us probably an hour and a half of driving one way, and that got us to launch sooner. So we're thankful for that. It's always a challenge in the winter in Maine to figure out what is open and what is not, and we're making the most of it. We love winter camping. We don't typically do the overland style. We usually stay and play and go to skiing or something, or go to the ice castles, but we had a good day overall, and we'll be looking forward to our next adventure maybe being a road trip, but we'll see if the cards play out right for that. But we're gonna go watch a movie and hit the hay, so we'll see you in the morning.
Early the next morning, we woke up to bitter cold temperatures. We quickly packed up and as a group decided that we'd go into town and eat breakfast. From there, we all departed our ways, as everybody had different hours to drive to get home. The trip wasn't a bad weekend. It was just faced with many challenges due to road closures and lack of open gates. Winter camping is extremely challenging in Maine, specifically Western Maine, where it's the epicenter of snowmobiling. We had a good time. We can't wait to do it again.
So we are headed home. We're about an hour from home, which is nice, and we're gonna unpack, get everything dried out, cleaned up, and hit the work week again. So thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share. This does help. Most of my viewers are not subscribed, so go ahead and subscribe and don't miss any of this. We have 4 more adventures with 207 Overland, and we have a bunch on our own that we're going to be doing. So we'll take you along on those adventures, and hopefully each one I can get a little bit better at making these videos. It's a little hard when we have to take 2 vehicles, and usually my wife is the navigator and or can drive, but we're in 2 vehicles, so it's a little bit more challenge. But we'll get better at this, and we'll make it happen. So thank you, and we'll see you guys on the trail.